it's Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today we are going to do a reformer workout and we are going to be using our resistance bands. So go ahead and grab your resistance band. I would do a light to a medium, and if you don't have one, you can do this without it, but it won't be as challenging. So this is a new resistance band that I just got, and this is the light, but it's super durable and tight. So if you don't see a lot of movement with my legs, it doesn't mean I'm not working them as hard, okay? So if yours is really durable like mine, just stick with me and let's go get started. So set yourself up for footwork. So I'm gonna do 3 heavy springs and 1 light spring. So I have 3 reds and 1 blue on, okay? And I'm gonna grab my resistance band and I'm gonna place it right above my knees. And you can put your headrest up, and once you're there, go ahead and lie down. Good, so I've always kind of regret this low pony when I do it. From there, hands by your side, heels on the bar, and make sure you're pushing out on that resistance band so you have tension on our hip abductors. So you want to feel that outer glute and outer thigh area fire up just as we sit here right now, okay? So feet on the foot, heels on the foot bar, arms out long, take an inhale here, and exhale as you press through your heels, pushing that carriage all the way out. Try to keep tension on that resistance band the entire time and come on in. Good. Exhale out, inhale in. Nice and slow here, guys. Really start to warm up the legs and feel those hip abductors firing up as we bend and then extend our legs, pushing that carriage out and in. Neutral spine here, so make sure you're laying down nice and neutral and really taking those nice inhales through the nose. And exhale through that pursed lip. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming halfway, and just little pulses. Little inch pulses, make sure you're moving that carriage for 5, 4, 3, still keeping tension on that resistance band for 2 and 1. Press all the way out and come on in. Good. From there, we're just going to move to the balls of our feet. So we're still staying in that position, just moving onto the balls of your feet, still keeping that tension on the band, lifting your heels. So find those nice high heels, press that carriage out. I just want to make sure I keep that tension on the band and in. So if you need to walk your feet out a little further out onto that foot bar so you can keep that tension on the band, especially when we press out, be my guest. So it might be a little wider than hip distance apart, which it is for me. Slow and steady. Try to keep those heels up the entire time. Good. Using that breath for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Stay out there and just lower and lift your heels. So getting that nice calf stretch with these calf raises. Really push your heel towards that wall in front of you. Feel the back of those calves really open up and stretch here. And then come on up into the balls of your feet and drop. Good. Let's do it for 3 more times. For 1, use your breath. 2, and last one, lower your heels, bend your knees, and come on in. Good, let's make this our widest one. So let's bring our heels back onto that bar. See if you can go into a wide second. So your heels are on the bar, your toes are gonna be pointing to the sides of the room here, and really push out onto that resistance band here. So you should really feel that tension, should be on a heavy right now. So press all the way out and in. Slow and steady here, guys. Keeping that tension on that band. So it should feel really heavy here. Good. And in. Taking your time, nothing too fast. Make sure you're getting full extension through that knee. And resist that carriage coming in as you bring it in. For 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming halfway, and just little inch pulses, but make sure you're pressing that carriage in and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way out and bring it on in. Whew, felt that one, guys. Good. From here, bring your carriage in, walk your feet in about hip distance, a little closer in from that wide second, but you still want that tension onto your band here, okay? And if you have your headrest up, let's go ahead and drop your headrest. So you want it completely flat. We're gonna do some bridge work here, okay? So head flat. Make sure your shoulders are a little further away from the shoulder blocks just so you can come into flexion, or sorry, not flexion. We're actually just gonna lift our hips off the carriage. Sorry, I'm like ahead of myself here. Anyways, heels on the bar here, guys. Nice neutral spine here, and as we go ahead and find that posterior tilt. Bringing your hip bones a little up close towards your belly button, so your low back finds that carriage. From here, press through your heels and start lifting up, pressing through those heels, just lifting up our hips here, okay? Remember, we're not lifting up through that chest. Relax that chest. You're just lifting through those hips, okay? Reaching those knees like closest. You want to bring them to that wall in front of you. Squeezing those glutes, pressing out onto that band, and then slowly rolling down. So we're just going to do a few shoulder bridges here, okay? Take your time. So you're going to roll up, press through those heels, keep that carriage still, coming all the way up, reaching those knees forward, relaxing that chest, keeping the tension on the band, and coming on down. Good. So think of like a string of pearls. We're bringing it one pearl down at a time, and then you're picking it up one pearl up at a time. Good. Nice and slow. Squeeze those glutes. Good. From here, stay up here. We're going to keep doing the same thing, but when we're up, we're just going to add a nice little butterfly out and in and roll down. So we're still lifting up through that bridge, and as we're on top, we're just going to reach our knees out, putting lots of tension on that band, and then slowly coming down. Press through those heels, feel those glutes fire up, squeezing those glutes. Let's do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and roll down, all the way down till you go to the bottom, and then right back up, slow and steady. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Let's do it one more time, and let's stay up in that bridge and pulse it out for 5, 4, squeeze those glutes, push through those heels, for 3, for 2, 1, stay there. Now you're just going to extend your right leg only. Point those toes, press through that left heel, feel that left glute fire up, and you're just going to pulse out towards that right side. For 5, try to keep the hips still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down. Same thing, other side. So you're going to press through that right heel, extend that left leg, squeeze that right glute as you pulse that leg out towards that left wall. For 5, try to keep the hips still as steady as possible. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Both heels down. Sorry, from here, let's just pulse those hips up. Squeeze those glutes. You got this, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it at the top here, and then slowly roll on down. Whew. Awesome job. So we're just going to do a quick little spring change here. So slowly kind of roll on up here. And I'm going to remove, let's see, I'm going to remove one heavy spring, okay? Actually, I lied. let's remove 2 heavy springs. So you want 1 heavy, 1 light spring, okay? And then we're gonna lay back down, back onto our backs here. And let's take our band and we're gonna put it on their ankles now. So you're gonna remove it from the top of your knees down to your ankles, and you're gonna reach back behind you and find your straps. If you have the option here, go short straps, but if you don't, just grab your straps in general. From here, we're gonna go ahead, bring our legs to tabletop. So as we bring them to tabletop, we're gonna feel that shift in our pelvis. So you wanna go into that posterior shift here. So bringing your hip bones up close towards your belly button. Feel your low back meet that carriage. Do not have that little gap anymore. Put this whole work into our core instead of our low back. Arms come up, and we're gonna do a little coordination here. So bring your head, neck, and shoulders up over your head over your shoulders here. Engage that core. Let's bring our arms up to like little T-Rex arms, I like to call it. Make sure your wrists are in line with your forearms. They're not broken here. We're gonna extend everything out. You're gonna reach your legs out towards the side, back in, bend the knees and bend the elbows. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much with my band here, especially when I'm trying to stretch it out, but trust me, I am. It's just a very tight band. Let's do it again. Extend everything out, reach your legs out towards the side, back in, bend your knees and elbow. If this is too much, you can place your head down, but if you want that challenge, keep your head up and let's go. Use your breath. Out, extend, bend, and in. Good. Control it in the core here, guys. Stay strong. Let's go for 3, 2. Last one. Keep everything out here and just pulse the legs out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not done here. Now we're just going to bring one leg on top of the other, keeping tension in that band and just kind of going back and forth with that band like this, keeping the tension in the core for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees and come on in. Whew. Good job, guys. Almost done here. We have one more exercise, laying onto our backs, doing the mid-back series. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring our arms out to a T and bring our legs to tabletop. If you're with me, you're gonna come up into flexion. And we're just going to extend out and in. So I'm really trying to just pulse that resistant band out when my arms come out to that T, even though it doesn't seem like a lot. So really reaching them towards the side of that room and in. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees and come on down. Whew, good job. Go ahead and place your straps onto the back here, and we're gonna slowly come on up. We're gonna keep our band on, and we're just gonna move it up over our knees here, and we're gonna go and lay onto our sides. So if you like, add 1 heavy spring here. So for me, I'm gonna have 2 heavies and 1 light for single leg work. If that's too heavy for you, keep it on 1 heavy and light, or 1 heavy. So you do what feels good and comfortable for you. But like I said, I have 2 heavy and 1 light on, and I'm gonna come and lay onto my side. So I'm gonna lay onto my left side here. So I'm gonna put my headrest up, use my arm as a pillow, making sure my knees, my legs are stacked here, my hips are stacked, okay, right on top of each other. I'm not rolling forward and I'm not rolling back. I'm gonna place my left heel onto that foot bar, and my right leg is just gonna be relaxing onto the carriage here, okay? And we're gonna go right into some single leg work. So take a deep inhale here, through that nose, and as you exhale, press through that heel. Good. And when you come back in, bringing that carriage in, we're just gonna add 1 butterfly out, or clam, sorry, and back in. So pressing out, pushing that carriage all the way out, full extension through that knee, and as we come on in, one, clam out. So really feel that tension in the our right side hip abductor, the outer thigh, outer glute. Take your time here. Make sure your hips are staying stacked the entire time. And you're really pressing through that foot to move that carriage. And then trying to open up to a nice little clam here. So if your resistance band is moving a lot more than mine, don't think yours is like too weak or whatever. Mine is, like I said, it's just a really tight one here, okay? So mine doesn't look like it's moving a lot. Trust me, I'm really trying to move it. I'm working really hard to move this band. Let's go for 3. 2. And last one, let's keep that clam leg up and just pulse it back towards that back wall. For 5, feel that leg fire up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here, reach that right leg over. Yes, on my right leg, reach it over and just pulse it up. Really pushing the left leg into that carriage, it doesn't move, just working through that top leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on in. Whew. Good job, guys. We're just gonna roll onto our back. Just take a quick little breather here and a stretch. Keep your band on. Just bring that right working leg that we were just using and bring it over your left leg to a nice little forward stretch. And just bring that left leg in towards your chest. Just taking a quick little breather and a little breath here, okay? And a nice stretch. And then let's go ahead and we're just gonna take it to that other side right away. So I'm gonna turn over, back facing you, and we're just gonna start right from the beginning. So now my left leg is onto that foot bar and my right leg is resting onto that carriage. My foot is completely down and I'm gonna press that carriage all the way out and in. Pressing out, and I'm gonna resist that carriage coming in. The springs aren't bringing me in, I'm bringing myself in, okay? So really press through that foot bar coming in as much as you press into it, pressing out. Make sure both hips are stacked, slow and steady. Good. I forgot to add those clams. So as we come on in, add that nice clam up and back. So don't forget to add that nice clam lift when we bring that carriage back home. Keep going. Use your breath. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come on in and just pulse that leg back in that clam motion. For 5, 4, feel it burn, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here. Extend that left leg over the foot bar and just pulse it up. Point the toe, keep the hips stacked. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees and come on in. Good job, guys. Let's go ahead, roll onto our backs again, and let's just stretch out this left leg now. So I'm gonna bring it over my right leg, nice 4 shape, and pull back onto my right leg here. I really wanna stop and try to take time and do more stretching between my sets here. I've been watching my videos, and I think more stretching would definitely benefit all of us, for sure. So let me know what you think, if you feel the same way. Good. And let's put both our feet down. And let's slowly come on up. Whew, awesome job, guys. So from here, I am going to give our legs a little bit of a break. So I'm actually gonna remove all my springs and just gonna keep one blue spring on, okay? So I have one light spring, and let's remove our band. And we're going to come onto our knees, kneeling, facing the front of our reformer. So what we're going to do, we're going to place our band onto our hands here. So I'm going to have both of my hands in between my band. So it's going to be up like onto my wrist. But before you do so, let's go ahead and grab our straps. So I'm going to grab my straps first, actually. And then I'm going to take the band and place my hand in between it and then grab my short strap. So it might take a second to get into this, but you really just want your hand in between, inside of the band, okay? So come onto your knees. If the knees are too much for you and you need to, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here. So make sure you're comfortable with this position. So you can see I have my hands in between the band and I have my hands in the short straps on the outside of my straps here, okay? Come onto your knees. If your knees are too much, you can sit back onto your heels or just sit onto your bottom if it hurts your knees. Totally works. If you want to stay with me, come onto your knees. It's on that light spring, but it's on that light spring for a reason, guys. I don't want to go too heavy here because we're going to work with our band in this position. So bring your hands down towards your hips, and you're just going to go into a nice forward offering position. Offer up. Once you're there, push your arms out towards the side, putting tension on that band. Fill the shoulders, fill the middle deltoids, really fire up here, and then back down. So up, pulse that thing, not pulse, push out onto that resistant band, and then come back in. Like I said, if you're not seeing my band moving a lot, I'm doing so much to make it move, just that little tiny motion that you're seeing. So keep it there, guys. Slow and steady here. Use your breath. We're going to really try to burn up those shoulders using slow and controlled movement here. You don't want it too heavy. Control it in the core here. Suck that core in towards your spine. Nice strong core. Keeping our balance. Find a spot on that wall. Whew. And back in. Let's go for 3. 2. Last one, guys. Let's stay up, shoulder height, and just pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Whew. On that light spring with this very tight resistant band, I totally felt that. My shoulders are burning. Hopefully you guys are too. One last thing here. Go ahead, stay there. Just rotate your palms down now, okay? So your palms are going to be down. So we're going to start sitting or hinging back towards our heels. Nice strong core. Square everything off to the front of your reformer. And we're going to press up. As you press up, shoulder height, palms stay down, pulse that resistant band out, and then back in. So we're just basically doing the same thing, but palms facing down, and we're adding a little hinge back towards our heels, and then onto our knees. So we're kind of getting a cardio burst here, also working through the back of those glutes. So let's go. Up, pulse it out, in and down. Up, out, and down. Good. If you can, add some speed here just to bring that heart rate up. Keep going, guys. Nice strong core so you don't go face first into that well. You got to keep tension on that resistant band for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, stay up and just pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Awesome. Slowly come on out of that, guys. Let's go ahead and put our straps back onto the D-ring, and then we're going to go right back into some more leg work. So from here, let's go ahead and drop our foot bar. And I'm going to do one heavy spring only. So I'm going to take my light spring off, and I'm putting one red spring. So you only want one heavy spring on for this one, okay? So come on, stand up. Okay guys, so we want to come on up, and now we're going to go into our standing side split series. So we're going to grab our resistance band. Actually, let's step onto our reformer first. So you want to step on your platform first. Never step on the carriage first, because that can go sliding out, you can fall. Make sure you have one heavy spring. So I have one red spring on. Hopefully my head's not getting cut off. And now I'm going to take my resistance band and I'm going to place it onto my legs. Because my resistance band is very tight and has a lot of tension to it, I'm going to keep it right about to like my knee section here, okay? If I keep it any lower, I'm not going to be able to really move my legs, especially with the standing split series. So if yours is super tight like mine, keep it right at your knees. If yours has more to give and you can really stretch it out, place it onto your ankles, okay? So whatever works for you, however tight your band is. So from here, I have my right foot on the platform and my left foot onto that carriage. I'm gonna put all my weight into my right leg here, okay? So shift your weight into that platform leg. Sit back into your heels as if you're sitting into a chair here. Keep it out of your knees, into your glutes, the back of your legs. Hands on your hips or at prayer, whatever works for you. And now we're gonna shift and press that carriage leg out and in. Keeping our hips nice and steady, we're not moving them. Try to keep your weight into that right leg, sitting back towards the heel here, okay? Slow and steady, really drive that leg out and bring it in. So these are already kind of hard enough, but adding this resistance really makes it challenging. So stay with me, guys. Stay low. Sit back into those heels. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up. Good. Woo! That burns. So hopefully you are definitely fired up through those glutes. From here, we're going to stay here, and we're just going to shift our weight. So now I'm going to shift my weight into my carriage leg, and now my right leg, that was my platform leg, is going to be my moving leg. So shift your weight into that carriage leg, sit back into your heel here, and when you're ready, drive through that right leg, to push that carriage out, keeping your weight into that left leg here. Feel those glutes fire up. You got it, guys. Stay strong. Count through it. 5. Sit into that heel. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up. Wow, just those little movements for that not that many reps. Really felt it burn up. So good. Stay there. We're just going to rotate facing the front of our carriage here, okay? So my right foot is still facing, and my right foot, is still on that platform, and my left leg is onto the carriage here. From here, I'm gonna bend into my right leg, and I'm just gonna press that carriage out with my left leg. So it's almost the same thing, but we're just facing forward. Stay low into that squat here. Press through the heel and out. So you can see that my left heel is lifted. I'm really pushing that carriage out with the ball of my foot, but I'm putting all my weight into my platform leg, okay? So I'm pressing all 10 to 5 toes into that platform, really pressing into that right foot, keeping my balance by finding a spot on that wall, and I'm staying nice and low in this lunge, keeping the knees bent. You got this, guys. Stay strong. Try to get full extension out with that moving leg. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Keep that carriage still. Hands at prayer. 2 perfect L's with those legs, and you're just going to squat down and up. Try to keep that carriage still. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in and bring that leg up. Whew. Take a quick little breather, and when you're ready, we're going to take it right onto that other side. So my back will be towards you guys, but we're gonna do the same routine, starting with our carriage leg, platform leg into our carriage leg, and then we'll turn and do those front lunges. Good. From here, same thing. Keep your band where you need to have it. Put all your weight into that platform leg. So my platform leg now is my left leg. My right leg is my carriage leg. So I'm going to squat down, sitting into my heels as if I'm sitting into a chair. I'm not arching my butt out, tucking that tailbone in, and I'm going to press that carriage out, keeping my weight into my platform leg. You got it, guys. Stay low in that squat. Drive that carriage out and bring it in. Use your breath. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Good. Take it right into that side. So we're going to shift our weight into that carriage leg now. And now our platform leg is going to be our mover. Keep your weight there. When you're ready, let's go. So drive through that left leg to move that carriage. And your right leg, which is your platform leg, is just there for the ride, but you're keeping all your weight into that leg. Stay strong. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up. Let's hurry up and just finish this series. We're almost done with this standing leg work, okay? Shifting towards the front of our reformer. Now my left leg is on my platform and my right leg is back, okay, onto that carriage. So my right leg is going to move that carriage as I keep all my weight into that platform leg. So go ahead and position yourself a nice little runner's lunge here, pressing through that left foot. Put all your weight into that foot. Spread all 5 toes onto that platform. And when you're ready, press out and in. So I'm hinging forward. All my weight is into this left glute, guys. This right leg that's moving is just there for the ride. Keep that right heel lifted. Find a spot on the wall, on the floor, whatever you like. Nice long spine, engaging that core. Stay strong. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay there, hands at prayer, and let's just pulse it down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Whew, so good. Slowly step on down, stay there. We're just gonna lift our foot bar up. Keeping on that heavy spring, we're just gonna go into some standing plank work. Drop your resistance band towards your feet now. Your ankles if it's not there. Press it there. Both hands onto your foot bar. Walking your feet up against your shoulder blocks if you can. Keep your shoulders over your wrists, like bend in the elbow. When you're ready, nice long spine here, and we're just gonna press that carriage out and in. If that heavy spring's too light for you, still add another light spring here, okay? But think about keeping that spine nice and long from head to tail. Bringing that core in towards your spine. You got this, guys. Stay strong. Let's go for 3, 2, last one, bring it in, shoulders over wrist here. When you're ready, let's do 5 push-ups. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last thing here, stay there. Bring your right foot over that left foot, just like so, and pulse it up. Like I said, it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot here, but I'm really trying to move that band up for 3, 2, 1. Foot down, other leg. Tension in that band right over your right foot and pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, your heels and come into a nice child pose. Whew. And slowly come on up. Awesome, guys. We are almost done here, I promise. We have one more thing on the short box, and then the day is yours, okay? So we're gonna take our band off of our heels, and we're actually gonna be done with like the leg area, and we're just gonna use our band onto our arms one last time. So from there, grab your short box. If you like, go ahead and just add a few more springs just so the carriage doesn't move, okay? So we're not gonna use that spring tension for anything, it's just so the carriage doesn't move. And if you have a platform extender like I do and you're using it, oops, just place it onto the floor. Good. From here, I'm gonna place my right foot into my strap, and I'm gonna be facing you guys. So I'm gonna be working into my left side, so I'll be bending into my left oblique, working into that right side. When you're ready, you're gonna grab your strap and you're gonna place it, put your right into your wrist, kind of like we were doing when we were doing our offering position. Sorry, cars passing by. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna go into our side bends here, okay? So we're gonna do this in a progression. So you do what you're comfortable with, okay? And if you're more advanced, then you'll advance with me in this. So from here, when you're ready, go ahead, lifting your foot, allowing yourself to be caught with that strap, reaching our body into the well here. So as you come down, you just wanna press the arms out, put tension on it, and then come on in. So we're just doing nice little bend over, side overs, and just adding tension into that arm. So keeping tension into the resistant band, and as we bend over, really try to pull out on it and up. So think about really trying to keep that spine nice and straight from head to toe when we bend down. So following the band here. Good. Hopefully that all made sense. Good. Keep going. And then we're going to add on to this. So if that's good for you, stay there. If you want to add on, we're going to come down, keeping tension, overhead, back down, and up. So now we're just adding that nice little overhead push. Still keeping tension on that band with our arms. Don't forget to breathe here, guys. Do not hold your breath, okay? Our breath is what really gets us through this movement. Good. From here, if you want to add on, we're going to add a nice little rotation. So head overhead, rotate towards the well, back up, back to center and up. Sorry, let's try that one more time. So we're rotating, hands overhead, rotating into that well, back facing the camera, bring the arms in and up. Good. Now you got it. Keep going. Nice long spine. Let's do that one more time. And up. Whew. Awesome job, guys. Let's go ahead and rotate towards the other side. Same thing. We're going to do that progression again. So if you're progressing with me, progress with me. But if you stopped at one, just stay there, okay? We're just going to start with the regular side bends. So when you're ready, foot and strap, go ahead. Nice long spine. Bend into that well and back up. Keeping tension on to the resistant band the entire time, okay? Allow your body to kind of follow that band. So when that band comes towards that nice side, try to make your body the same. Good. Nice and long here, guys. Let's go for 2. We're going to add on to this. And last one. If you're here with me, reach your arms overhead, back to center, and up. Breathe. last one, if you're with me, let's go and add that rotation towards the well, back in and up. So we're just adding that rotation now. Really challenging those obliques. Let's go for 2. Last one. And come on up. Whew. So good, guys. Great job. And then last but not least, let's just end this with a beautiful back extension. So let's go into climb a tree. So I'm going to place my left foot into my strap. I'm going to sit onto my box. I'm going to sit closest to the edge of my box here, okay? Rather the middle, sit closer towards the front, sorry. So we have room for our back to roll onto that box. I'm going to use my strap as an assistant way to do this. So it's going to assist my way down. I really like this, especially if you're more in the beginner. This is you feel a little bit safer, more comfortable doing it. So I'm going to place my right foot into the strap here, my band. Hopefully this band will give me some give here. It's super tight. So when you're ready, sit nice and tall onto those sit bones, okay? And then we're just going to reach that leg up. Feel the hamstring really open up here, sitting nice and tall. Just give me 3 leg extensions. Last one, keep that leg up. When you're ready, go ahead and slowly come on down into a nice full extension. Point that toe, head comes up first, and then slowly using your core to roll on up, place that leg down. Let's do that one more time, okay? So with that strap, you can see how it definitely feels a little bit more comfortable. You feel safer with this, right? Than just going down your leg with your hands, like as if, you know, the original tree. So let's go up, leg comes up, releasing that other leg into that strap, and then slowly using your core, rolling all the way down into that nice extension. Point the toe, head comes up first, and then use the core to roll all the way up, and leg comes down. Whew, it feels so good. Good, let's go ahead, right into that left side, guys, and then the day is yours. Sitting nice and tall, now my right foot is into that strap, my left leg is in my resistant band here, okay? We're just gonna sit up nice and tall and just go into those 3 leg extensions. So really try to find your balance here, sitting nice and tall onto the sit bones, and extend and bend. Really pressing into that band, get that nice stretch in the back of the leg. Last one here, keep that leg up, release your right foot into that strap below, and then using the core, slowly roll all the way down, arching the back, head back, point that toe, bringing the head up first, and then using the core to roll on up, leg comes down. Right back onto our sit bones. One more time. Stand that leg up. Release that right leg into the strap, and slowly using that core, rolling down, all the way down, back extension, point that toe, head comes up, rolling up through that core, and bending that knee right back into our sit bones, and back down. Whew. And release that strap. All right, guys, that is it. We are done. I hope you enjoyed that. I feel very stretched out the back of my legs. Using the resistant band is amazing. It really challenges and strengthens our muscles. Just doing our regular exercises that we would do on the reformer, but adding the resistant band really challenges it and makes it a lot harder, and really helps bring up that heart rate. So it kind of gives you a nice little cardio burst too. So I hope you liked it as much as I did. Be my guest if you need to stretch more. Thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to film at least once a week if I can. But thank you so much, guys, and I will see you again. Bye.